Hi guys, Parisha here. Welcome to my channel. I have for you today a easel card. It's completely my design. I have not seen one out there like this, but there may be one, but I just haven't seen it. But anyway, this was inspired by other things that I've seen, other easel cards that I've seen on YouTube channels and Instagram, etc. But this one here opens like this, and then you have your message card here. I just haven't pasted anything on this one, but you put your message cards here and it stands up like that, and this opens and you see your pop-up. So if I show you from that angle, you can see the pop-up moving, and there's magnets here, over here and over here, so that it stays like that on display. So you just play it like this. Because of the angle of my camera, you probably can't really see, but you can make it out. Yeah. So there's a bit of cardstock, mats and layers that we require to get this card made. So let's get started. I'm gonna bring my scoreboard out. You need a piece of a card blank of 11 3/4 by 5 3/4, and you're going to score at 5 3/4, and then 5 3/4, and then you're going to score at 2 7/8. And then you're going to burnish that. Fold and burnish. So you want them both to be mountain folds. And it's going to close like that. Okay, and then you need a piece of 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and this piece is going to go at the bottom like that, and you're going to open your card like this. You need 2 pieces of mats, 5.5 by 5.5. Two pieces of layers, 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. You need a piece of 5 by 5, and your message piece you need 5.5 by 2 3/4, or 2 5/8. This piece here, I'm not too sure if I want to put a mat for it, or I just want just a blank white. I'll decide later, but for now I'm just going to keep just the white, no mats. So that's going to be 5.5 by 2 5/8. You need, for your easel anchor, you need 5.5 by 1 1/4. That was the mat, and the layer would be 5 1/4 by 1. So for the front of the card, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do just yet. I'm going to see where the card takes me, and then I'll decide what to do. But at the moment, I have no mats for it. I just have this embossed piece. So 2 embossed pieces, and they are 5.5 by 2 5/8, both of them. So we'll come back to this later. And then finally you need 2 pieces of 2.5 by about half. It doesn't have to be exact, so for each of them you're going to score at half. So at every every half inch, you're going to score at every half inch. So that would be half inches, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2 inches for both of them. And for this, you're going to fold them all mountain folds. So this is for the pop-up that I'm about to do for this card. So I'm just going to set that aside now. And I'm going to put away my scoreboard. And let's start working on our card. So first thing you want to do is paste your 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 piece. Just going to my glue. You're going to put glue on the middle section, the folded section. We'll paste this section here. Okay, then we're going to put our top mat there. And we'll just paste this as well while we're on it. I'll just leave that one to dry. Okay, now for this one, if you see here, for this one, you want to cut out the section that's going to be hidden behind that white piece that's going to contain your pop-up. So you're going to cut that out and you're going to paste it onto your white card piece. So do that, you get your card piece and you're going to score it in the middle. So let's just do that. That was 5 by 5, so you're scoring it 2.5. And this gives you a piece of 2.5 by 5. I'm just going to write that down for just to remember. So I'm just going to put it there at the back. So it's 2.5 by 5, which means you want a piece cut out of this section of 2.25 times 4 3/4. Okay. I'm gonna paste it like this. I'm just gonna open like that. So you want an even border, and that gives you an even border. Now you want to get your pencil. Oh, where did I put my pencil? Oh, there it is. So you want to cut out the section that the white piece will be covering, but you don't want to cut out too much. So you put a mark just underneath it. Yep, and test by putting it down again. Then same here. Just put it on all 4 corners. Then this one. You can be a little more generous on the sides. So now that I've made that, I'm just gonna get my ruler and make a mark. Actually, I'm just gonna use my cutting mat as guideline. So if I use this one, okay, that should do it. And now you will get your cutting knife and cut that piece off. Okay, so once you've cut out your little piece, then you need to trim it to 2/4 by 4 3/4 size. So let me just do that on the camera. So that's trimmed to 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so now you get your card I'm gonna put it there. But before we paste this, we need a couple of magnets. So I got these. These are quite thin and just appropriate for putting it into a card like this. So what you want to do is you just have to ensure that you're putting it in the right place. So we want it somewhere around there. So you take it off and just put it, it's there. And then you want to get your double-sided tape. Cut a nice piece off. And then you want to paste it on top of that. Just like that. Now you put glue on your designer card. There. And now you paste it. Oh, sorry. Before you do that, you need to take off your double-sided tape. Peel it off. And now you paste it. So just getting even borders. I usually struggle with this bit. I can't get even borders. And now you need to paste this. Okay, now you're going to put your magnet on like that, and then you're going to close this. Then when you lift it, your magnet's already stuck to that. Now you will do the same process where you will cut off a little bit of double-sided tape, paste it on there, just checking to see, yep, it's all good, and you peel it off. Put your glue. And make sure it's the right side up. What you've put here matches what you're putting there. unless you're intending not to. Okay, that one's done. So now when you open it, it sticks. Perfect. And now we work on our pop-ups. So I'm gonna put it like that. And I'm gonna score maybe there. Okay. Just gonna get rid of that because we don't need this anymore. Okay. Now I'm gonna score this like that. And fold and burnish it real well. Put that away. So that piece that you scored, those two pieces of 2.5 by half, you're just gonna paste them to make a box like that. So just doing that. Maybe I should have done this earlier, then I would have saved time. Okay, just gonna leave that to dry. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste very tiny double-sided tape. Oh no, it's stuck. There we go. Just very tiny one on here so that my piece holds in place while I'm leaving it to dry. Because a lot of the times it shifts, but if you put a double-sided tape and you put in your pop-up, it's not going to shift. And I'm just going to take this off. Apply your glue to it now. Just going to leave it there. Alright, so you want to paste it so that your score lines for your pop-up matches the score line on the card. And for your little boxes, you want it in this orientation. Both of them, because they're going to fold like that when they open and close. And you need enough space in between the middle of your card so that it doesn't block when it's closing or opening either way. So I'm just gonna put that one. Just need to play around with it a little bit. And And again, I'm going to put double-sided tape. This and onto that. Put your glue on it. And you want to paste it, making sure that your score lines are coinciding. Okay, now just hold it there in place for a little bit. Maybe use something to press it down. You can just leave it for a bit to dry off. Okay, while it's drying off, you can actually, don't close it, don't do anything to it, just let it dry. And then you're gonna see where you can put the rest of your flowers. Okay, I have managed to finish pasting all my flowers. I had to snip some of them because they were sticking out when I closed the card, and the places where I've snipped them, I'm gonna get my black marker and make an outline so that it looks complete and it doesn't look like I've cut around it. Should have probably done this before pasting it, but that's okay. I think that's about it actually. Yeah. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I like it. It's gonna stand up like that. So now we need to put our anchor for the easel. Which is this over here. So you can just decide how far down you want your easel to be. So I like it just about there. Just like there. So I think that's about about 1.5 way up from the bottom of the card. And to paste it, I've cut little strips of paper from my scraps, and I think I have about 4 pieces stuck together. Sorry, 4 pieces, but 4 little pieces stuck together on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paste that there. I have a butterfly here, just like my previous card, but one thing I've noticed is that when you close this little surprise inside and close the whole card, there's a bit of a bulk on this side, but nothing on this side. So bulky on this side, but nothing on this side. So I think we should put something with some dimension on this side over here, so that when your card closes, it's evenly spread out. And to do that, I could just raise my butterfly a little bit, or I could put a flower. I'm not too sure what I want to do here. Right, so I decided to put the butterfly in there, but with a little bit of dimension. So now if we close it, it has a little bit of balance there now. I think for our message card, I'm just gonna have a blank white card here. No silver mats for it. Just gonna glue that up. So as for the front, I'm going to put a little bit of shine on this, and that will hopefully throw out the embossed shapes and the embossed flowers. So I'm just gonna get my silver ink that I usually just use to make things shiny, or make my cards look shiny. When they look shiny, they just look more expensive. So put my silver here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little shiny now. Just not a lot, but it's there, very subtle. So I'm going to stick this down now, because I think I'm not going to have a silver mat for it. I'm just going to put it just like this. Okay, so the idea is that the front is plain, and you open it, read your message, put it down, and there's a surprise. So I think that looks pretty good. I think I may put some embellishment on here though, because otherwise it just looks very, very plain. So let's see what I have in my stash. Got these rhinestone stickers here, and I think I'm going to use one of these because it matches the color of the flowers. And I think I'm gonna put some on here as well. Maybe here. Alright then, I'm quite happy with that. So, plain front, you open it, read your message, you stand, and the surprise pop-up. And it looks pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. It's great. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you got inspired, and I hope you will try this. Do tell me if you do. Let me know in the comments, and subscribe to me if you like my video and you would like to watch more of my ideas. Thank you so much. Bye. Until next time.